Welcome to ProjectME, the podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany Carter, the founder of ProjectME, multimillionaire entrepreneur, former TV newscaster, money-making expert, female empowerment speaker, and self-proclaimed office supply addict. My mission is to take the mystery out of making big money. Every week on ProjectME, the podcast, I'll share success tips, strategies, and stories from other entrepreneurs, experts, and millionaires, showing you exactly how you can achieve your most exceptional life. Now let's get to it. Exciting announcement for all of my listeners. I've officially opened my exclusive group, the ProjectME Passive Income Posse, to the public. This group is by application only, so we can keep the group high vibe and spend our time, energy, and expertise only helping those of you who truly want massive success and impact. You get live weekly trainings from me, special guest coaches, and direct access to me and my business partner for all of your questions. To learn more and apply, go to projectmewithtiffany.com, click on Work With Me, and select ProjectME Posse. And of course, any questions, feel free to DM me at ProjectMeWithTiffany. Welcome to the ProjectME podcast and posse. My name is Tiffany Carter, your host. We are talking today poverty mindset versus wealth mindset, how to transform your mind into making that cash. So, a lot of you who aren't where you want to be financially, or are broke as a joke, or every time you get ahead, you seem to have things happen in your life that then sets you back financially or brings you back to like some set point and you can't seem to get ahead. Number one, I get it. I was there, even though on the outside it didn't look like it, because it's like I had, traveling 5-star, luxury cars, luxury condo, all the things. Yet I couldn't break past a certain point myself. So it's all relative. Even though my point was past the $250,000 mark, right? Everyone's point is different. Some people's point is 30,000. Some people is 100. Some people can't seem to get out of debt. So I know you guys fall into some category, if you're listening to this, and I know you're resonating, because most people aren't where they want to be at financially unless they have, tens of millions in the bank. So whatever area you're at in your life, just know that you're not stuck there, and listen to the shifts that you need to make in order to get unstuck, right? Financially. So here's the thing with poverty mindset. This is what it sounds like. And I'm not saying any of this to shame any of you. But I'm sure you can recognize, if you're being honest with yourself, some of these things within yourself or other people in your life. It could be your family, friends, whatever. So poverty mindset, a lot of thoughts and words come out of one's mouth, like, why me? It's an overall victim-y kind of thinking, right? Why me? The world's against me. My boss is against me. My landlord's against me. The credit card companies are against me. The insurance company is against me. So it's a why me. It's coming in almost like I'm in this weak, submissive position and everyone's just out to get me and beat me down. Institutions, people, and all the things. Poverty mindset. If you tell yourself things like, oh, they're lucky. That person's lucky. Must be nice. Oh, well, they just, they must have had really wealthy parents. They just have a special lot in life. Or, even if you're looking at, my Instagram at ProjectME with Tiffany, and you're like, oh, well, she's just lucky. That girl's lucky. But if you actually are a listener of my podcast and read my content, you know that my life has been anything but fucking lucky, right? But these are things that the poverty mindset and that mentality we start thinking, all right? Then there's a lot of excuses, making excuses for things. So desiring bigger, better things for yourself, whether it be your body, your finances, your business, your love relationships. You want more, yet there seems to be always excuses of whether you're going to do those things. So what you're wanting and your actions are not in alignment. That is poverty mindset. All right. Another sign is not investing in yourself. So saying things often like, I can't afford it, even though really, whatever the thing is could get you to the next level in life. You could learn a new skill, but you say you can't afford it, meaning your brain is stuck in this poverty mindset loop of, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Generally, these are the same people that have fresh tattoos. They have their eyebrows waxed. They have fresh nails. They've hit up Target already that month and bought, the 80th tank top they didn't need, or workout pants, or whatever it is. Or they just they go out a couple times a week and have cocktails with friends, yet they can't afford the very things that would elevate their life. That is poverty mindset. So let's take a look at what a wealth mindset is. So you can see the difference. And it's pretty obvious, but a lot of people go, that's nice. I've read books even. I've, listened to you, Tiffany. I've gone and seen people speak, blah, blah. I've even done courses, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not understanding how to bridge the gap between the two. So I'm going to get there. So a wealth mindset never goes, why me? I mean, if there's a moment I slip into that, it's like a temporary pity party. Okay. It's more of, hey, that's for me. I want that. How can I get that? That looks amazing. I want that life, or I want that quality in my relationship. How can I obtain that? It's more of an information quest, and knowing that if it's out there, if Susie B or Johnny, Johnny Hale or whatever has this great wealth, a great business or lifestyle or relationship or body, I know that's evidence that it's possible for me. Do you guys see the difference there? I'm looking at it where it's possible for me, not why not me. Oh my God, there's evidence it's possible. How can I have some of that? What skills do I need to learn? What type of maybe mindset work or deeper inner wound work do I need to do to get there? What type of actions do I need to take to get there? That's really cool. I want that. All right. Instead of the world is against me, right? When stuff happens and you have a wealth mindset, shit's going to happen in life, you guys. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. In fact, the more money you have, the more problems. Haven't you heard that expression, more money, more problems? Well, guess what? It's true. I can tell you that. From when I was making, $17,000 a year versus having millions in the bank now, my problems are just end up costing me more money. So that is true, by the way. But when things come up, I'm not going to say I don't have moments where the world is crushing in, the world's against me, but it doesn't last. I don't sit in it because I know that's just not true because I've done this work. So some shit happens, shit hits the fan, someone steals from me, I have to fire someone. Even an example of, when you have your own business in the US, you have to obtain your own healthcare insurance. When you work as an employee, they give it to you. And my healthcare insurance went up dramatically this year. It was insane. It was it was already high. It was like 500. And now it's like 700 and something. Okay. And I saw that and I wasn't expecting it. And it's like, yes, I can afford it, but I'm someone who's very, conscious of money, respectful of money. And I am, I do line item everything. Right. So I didn't like that feeling, right? No one does, whether you can afford it or not. And instead of going, those damn insurance companies, I can't believe they're hijacking those rates. How dare they? Da, 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 da. I went, wow, that's a really big price increase. I'm grateful that I can afford it. My God, what about all the people out there who have to have their own insurance that might not be as easy to afford? And then I went right into a solution. If I don't like how much they're charging me, right, Go into a solution like, are there other insurance companies I could have my healthcare through? Are there other solutions? Who can I ask about this? How can I find out more about this? Instead of sitting and complaining, you move into problem solving, solution handling versus sitting in the whole world is against me. That's not going to solve anything. And in fact, it lowers your vibe so much that you end up attracting more low vibe shit in your life because you're in that state. So those are the people that go, oh, bad luck comes in threes. Yeah, because you're so focused still on the first shitty thing that happened that now you're attracting more crappy things that happen. All right. So instead of when I see whether they're my friends or people I admire online or I'm scrolling on Instagram and I go, this girl must be lucky, must be nice, right? That's poverty mindset. My thinking is, wow, I really admire the work that person has done to get there where they've gotten, whether that means their physique, whether that means how polished they are on camera, whether it means how beautiful their news feed is, whether it means their business, whatever it is. I look at paying my respects versus going they're lucky. Guess what? There's not, even someone who is a trust fund kid or someone who is, we can look at the Kardashians. You can sit there and say, well, they're lucky, but let me tell you something. Living where I live, I can tell you this. There is a cost and a price that comes with everything. And fame isn't all it's cracked up to be. Okay. I know quite a few celebrities and it's not. You lose your privacy, you become your whole brand to the point where, you have a lot of extra pressure on you. It's not to say someone definitely has a leg up in life, in their situation, but there's a cost involved. It's not just all luck. Okay. Nothing is all luck. That's poverty mindset. A wealth mindset is appreciating it, admiring it, respecting it. And if you really want that, how can I obtain that? That's so cool that exists. How can I obtain that for myself? And instead of going down excuses, like I was saying with poverty mindset, it's like, you want the thing, you want the body, you want the more money, you want the business, you want the relationship, you want these things, yet what actions are you taking that are in alignment with that? Usually they're not, or they're not consistent. So then to expect to get it and not have consistent actions, that's a sense of entitlement, and that's bullshit. And there's a lot of entitlement going on out there. It's not attractive to me. That's the fastest way to get fired if you work for me, and the fastest way for me to fire you if you're in my life. The entitlement thing does not work. None of us are entitled to shit, right? We're not. I'm not entitled to amazing clients, right? I earn that. I hold space for that, and I do the work and show up with integrity to get that. I'm not just entitled to it. And that kind of thinking is poverty thinking because it's posturing, it's fake. Entitlement, being egocentric, that's not real. When you really peel that back, that's someone who doesn't feel worthy. That goes down the path of someone making excuses, right? Like, oh, well, my boss should pay me more, or I can't believe I have to work on weekends. Who do they think they are? And, I want to lose weight, but what am I supposed to do? Like never go out to dinner with my friends? It's like, this is crazy entitlement, black and white thinking. If you want what you want, there is work that's involved and there is sacrifice that's involved, period, end of story. All right. And then when we look at the poverty mindset of people not investing in themselves, and saying I can't afford it, yet they can afford all these other trivial things that, might be nice to haves, but really don't get them far, right? It's like when you have a wealth mindset, You look at things as investments to make income. When I go to look at taking a course, I'm not above taking courses to this day. I love continuously learning. There's a course that I'm interested in taking right now, and I'm looking at it like, okay, what value can I get from taking this course and spending this money? Can I then incorporate some of these things in my business and elevate my business? How will this serve me? And if I have clear answers to that, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to do the damn course. If it is an event for me to meet other like-minded entrepreneurs, or maybe to get more in touch with my feminine energy or soulful energy, or it's an experience that I just need to have like more fun, right? And get out and change my vibe, I'm worth the investment. And so are my clients and customers, even my potential clients and customers. The more I invest in me, the more my clients benefit. But with a poverty mindset, it's like, well, I can't afford it. And I always find it amazing. Like, I'll just use I don't get that with my private clients, because by the time you do the application process to work with me, it weeds out everybody who would say they can't afford it. Once in a while, I get someone, and it's just someone whose money mindset is so broken that they really need me, but they're just not in enough pain yet. But what I do notice, like with my ProjectME passive income posse, which is like the most underpriced thing I've ever offered in my life, okay, to get 4 live weekly trainings from me and access to me at $100 a month. That's insane, plus special guests. That's a no-brainer. And it's teaching you literally how to make money online, no matter what kind of business you have and what level of business experience or tech savvy you have. It's insane to not do it, right? It's crazy. Yet I've heard people say, oh, I can't afford it, or I can't do the time commitment. Yet these are the same people that just told me that their dream is to have an online jewelry business, or their dream is to be a health coach, or do fitness videos, or whatever it is, or start in a certain network marketing company. And you see what I mean? That's talking out of both sides of your mouth. The actions and words don't make sense. You're telling me you want this. You already trust, admire, and respect and resonate with my teaching style, yet you don't feel it's worth it to invest in yourself $100 a month to learn exactly how to do this and have the support. That's insanity and makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. These are the same people who months from now will have never started, or will be in the poverty mindset of complaining of, I'm not getting any followers on Instagram. No one's buying from me. Oh my God, there's so many people doing it. The market is saturated. These are those same people. And if you're listening, get honest with yourself. Are you one of those people? It's okay. I'm not trying to shame you. Most people have a poverty mindset. That's why most people are in debt or broke. So it's okay. Just be in acceptance of it. Accept it. Say, I don't want this for myself anymore. I want to have this wealth mindset. And start little by little shifting, doing these shifts that we talked about. A great way to practice this is on social media. So when you're scrolling, let's just say on Instagram or whatever, you're scrolling, maybe you come to my page at Project Me with Tiffany or whatever pages, and you're scrolling and you see, me showing a video of like my new sports car I got, and you're like, and your poverty mindset might go, God, she's lucky. Like, who knows if I'll ever be able to get a car like that someday. Oh my God, right? Catch yourself and go, hold on, that's my poverty mindset. What does a wealth mindset say? A wealth mindset says, wow, I want that. Like, I want to be able to have the money to buy whatever car I want and enjoy it and, have no issues with affording it. Like, I want that. How can I obtain that level of financial freedom and wealth for myself? Like, What do I need to do to get there? You know what? Maybe I should DM, like direct message Tiffany and ask her where's a good place to start and take an action on it. So you make that shift. You catch yourself saying, you know, I hate my job. My boss is so demanding. If you hate your fucking job, what actions can you take to not be at that job anymore or work for yourself? Instead of putting your energy and dumping it into being a victim and hating your boss and your job and you're bored and da-da-da-da-da, put that energy in towards building something for yourself or looking for a job or a career that is in more alignment and lights you up. You're spending so much time and energy in that low vibe state and it doesn't serve you. It's really habitual at this point, and we just need you to shift over. This is how you bridge. It does not happen in a day. It doesn't happen in a week. It happens in months. So use social media to practice, all right? Let's say you come across a course, an online course that you really want to take that, you know, or you want to sign up with a friend's network marketing program because you do want to lose some weight and have more energy or something like that. Take a look at it and ask yourself, will my investment in this better my life? If the answer is fucking yes, do it. I mean, just do it. Make that investment for yourself, because when you better your life, you sharpen your skills, you raise your own vibe and value, the money follows. Even if it's as simple as, you know, me taking these specialized boxing classes at the gym at Equinox, for example. I have to pay extra for those. I looked at it like, okay, on top of this gym already being expensive, right? I could have gone down the path of this is bullshit. It's $170 a month. These should be free, right? That's poverty mentality. So flip that thinking into, I love boxing. Will me paying this extra amount to do these boxing classes every week elevate my spirit, my mind, my body, and my life? My answer was yes. And mama took out her credit card. And you know what? It absolutely is helping me relieve anxiety and stress. Plus, it's giving me more definition in my arms, which, for the love of God, most women love that. Men too. But I mean, most women complain about their arms. And it's totally worth it, because the better I feel about myself, I attract better things into my life, better people, and I'm in just an overall better mood. That's just how it works. So take that whole, I can't afford it to, is this a good investment? How is this going to elevate my life? If it's very clear that it's going to, and the answer is yes, make the investment. Then it's like, well, Tiffany, I'm in debt. I really don't have the money. You are full of shit. I'm telling you, get honest with yourself. I know you're full of shit because I require video application calls with everyone who works for me. And I see your nails. I can tell by your eyebrows, your hair. I'm very perceptive. I can tell if your face is frozen with Botox. And it's like, it's a lie. It's a lie you're telling yourself. Just be honest with yourself. It's not that you can't afford it. Figure out a way to afford it. Go create a free Poshmark store and sell shit in your house. Okay? Go ask for an early birthday present from your, significant other. Right? There are many ways to figure things out that you really want. And if we're being honest, anything we've ever highly desired in our lives, we figure out a way to get it. And I'm damn right about that. If you guys loved hearing this episode, do me a big favor. I really need 5-star written iTunes reviews. Even if you're listening on Spotify right now or Podbean or a different podcast software, all you have to do is go to the iTunes podcast. Like, you can just Google it. Go to ProjectME, one word, with Tiffany Carter, and leave a 5-star written review. This is how a show grows. It's just part of the iTunes game. Even though I have tens of thousands of downloads, that's amazing. But what really helps grow the show are these 5-star written reviews. It takes 90 seconds. If you're not tech savvy, which I'm not, then you need to literally Google, how do I leave a written podcast review on iTunes? And there's a million videos literally telling you how, and it's very simple. I had to do that when I first started. I had no idea how to leave my other friends and other podcasters' reviews, so I had to look to see how to do it myself. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could do that. If you love the show, you love the episode, that would mean the world to me. And if you are interested in joining the ProjectME Passive Income Posse, the easiest thing to do, especially if you're on Instagram, DM me at ProjectME with Tiffany and tell me you want the application info for the posse. If you're not on Instagram and you're just on Facebook, you can message me. It just takes me a little longer to get back to people on Facebook, and then I'll send you the application requirements. Just wanted to put that out there. You guys, as always, wishing you great health, wealth, and worth, and I will talk to you soon. If you enjoyed this podcast, please write a 5-star review on iTunes. Not only will this make me super happy, but it will allow more listeners to find our special show. Simply help me help others.